Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode number 95 on AONIM, AONIM, Appreciation of North Indian Music with your host, Shekhar Phatak. Thank you again for joining and thank you for continuing to support this channel. For the last few weeks, we have been talking about some of the most popular rag that are based on Khamosh thought. Last week, we talked about Rag Tilak Kamud and we continued our discussion on Gharanas of Tabla. As a matter of fact, last week we finished talking about all the Gharanas of Tabla. And today, we will start talking about various Gharanas of Sitar. We will not talk about any rag today, as I told you last week, but we'll continue that session next week. The sitar session is going to be over 20 minutes or so. So I will not be presenting any demo song either. As of course, I cannot because I'm not a sitar player. We will talk about one of the most popular Gharanas of sitar known as Imadkhani Gharana in detail and listen to their music. I will list examples of Rag Jaijaivanti, which we will talk about next week. So stay tuned. Welcome back, friends. As I said earlier, we will start our discussion about the instrument sitar itself and the various gharanas of sitar playing. Sitar probably is one of the most popular instruments outside of India. When I moved to United States in 80s, almost each and every American student that I met at the university asked me if I played sitar. At that time, India was known to Americans by just two names, Gandhi and Ravi Shankar. As a matter of fact, some of my American friends used to call all the Indians Gandhi. Here comes Gandhi, who drinks alcohol and eats meat. Some of my American friends used to call me Ravi, who does not play sitar. So funny. Me and Gandhi, me and Ravi Shankar. Ha ha. What a joke, right? Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the instrument itself, sitar. It is said that Amir Khusro developed sitar. The modern research somehow disproves it, as there is no evidence found of this long-necked instrument with 6 strings for a couple of centuries after Amir Khusro. The first evidence is found in the time of the last Mughal emperor between 1707 and 1859. The evidence is the paintings from that period. No matter who built the sitar first, the origin of it was during the Islamic rule, as the name definitely is Persian. Sitar comes from the Persian word sehtar, which means 3-stringed instrument. Sitar in its earlier days between 1600 and 1700 had only 3 strings. The sitar also had the bowl, neck, and metal frets. A modern sitar can have anywhere between 18 to 22 strings. 21 strings is pretty common too. 6 or 7 of them run over metal frets. The rest sit under the frets, generally to produce resonance. Sitar has 2 bridges, one for the main 6 strings and the second one for the sympathetic strings. Main wood is normally teak wood and mahogany. Calabash gourds are used for the resonating chambers. The bridges are made of deer horn, ebony, or nowadays plastic. We can talk a lot about the construction of sitar, but there are many videos available on YouTube, and some of them are produced even by the manufacturers of sitar. So you should really watch those videos to understand how they build the whole instrument sitar. I'm not going to go into that detail. Just watch, find very good videos, and I will recommend some too in our A Song a Day. Okay? The credit of introducing sitar to the rest of the world goes to Pandit Ravi Shankar. I have attended Panditji's concerts in both India and America, and when I sang for him almost about 25 years ago on stage in the mid-90s, I realized that fame comes not just because of how good you play. It also depends on how well you treat your fans, how well you treat your organizers, your teammates, and your students. My level of respect for Panditji went up quadruple in just 2 meetings with him. Now let's talk about different Gharanas of sitar. There are total 6 major Gharanas of sitar playing. Let me list them first, and then we'll talk about the oldest sitar Gharana. These are, you can see the list right there on the screen. Etwa Gharana, which is also known as Imadkhani Gharana, Maihar Gharana, Senia Gharana, Indore or Binkar Gharana, Atrauli, Jaipur Gharana, which we talked about in Khayal Gaiki also, and Mewati Gharana. Probably the oldest Gharana of sitar is Etwa or Itwa Gharana that was established by Ustad Imadkhani. This Gharana is also known as Imadkhani Gharana because of his name. Later on in 1960s, it also started to become famous as Vilayat Khani Gharana. The history of Gharanas, however, traces back all the way to the time of Emperor Akbar. A very famous singer, Pandit Sarojan Singh Ji, was invited to sing for Mughal courts in Delhi. His son, Turab Khan, previously known as Baddu Singh, and grandson, Shahabad Khan, previously known as Sahib Singh, were also musicians of great caliber. Shahabad Khan was brother-in-law of great vocalist Ustad Haddu Khan of Gwalior Gharana and also learned vocal music from him. He applied his singing style of vocal music to Chal Tarang and Sarangi and later on started to play sitar. And he was the inventor of the instrument known as Surbahar. Shahabad Khan's son, Imad Khan, was a legendary sitar player, and that is when the name of this Gharana came into being. He learned vocal music from Gwalior and Kirana Gharana and applied singing styles of both to his instrument playing. Open-mindedness to learn and apply what he learned made him one of the most popular sitar players of his style in his time. He probably was one of the first musicians who worked independently, traveling, playing for different Nawabs, Maharajas and courts all over India. He also was the first sitar player to come out with a recording. His sons, Ustad Inayat Khan and Ustad Wahid Khan, were also very influential artists and innovators of their time, followed by the sons and grandsons, and so on. Some of the noted musicians are Ustad Vilayat Khan and Ustad Imrat Khan. Ustad Rais Khan, who actually belongs to Mewati Gharana, and also famous for playing sitar on most of the music director Madan Mohan's music for various film songs. Ustad Shahid Parvez, Ustad Nishad Khan, my good friend who played with me in Houston a while back, and his father, Ustad Imrat Khan Sahab, and brother Nishad Khan, who are renowned sarod players. Ustad Irshad Khan, sons and daughters of Ustad Vilayat Khan. Ustad Shujat Khan, who presents ghazals with his sitar. Ustad Hidayat Khan, who is an accomplished singer and sitar player, and daughter of Vilayat Khan Sahab, Zila Khan, who is a very celebrated and first singer from this family. All these artists I mentioned belong to this great family lineage. Other renowned sitar and Surbahar players from this Gharana are Pandit, Budhaditya, Mukherjee. So what is the specialty of Imadkhani Gharana? The Gaiki style, that's what is the specialty. Most of the players are also very good singers, and they have had extensive training in vocal music. They try to bring sitar playing as close to singing with lots of mains, lots of slurs, kanswar and murkis that we normally apply in our singing. Today's A Song a Day list is dedicated to just sitar playing, and as I said earlier, we will not talk about any rag today. Let us go over the list that we call A Song a Day list. So we will begin with the oldest recordings of this Gharana made available by YouTube and Saregama Music. We'll start with Ustad Imadkhani performing Rag Bihag, followed by Rag Kafi. Just notice the speed at which Khan Sahab strikes his strings of sitar. Second part is Inayat Khan performing Rag Bhairavi, followed by Rag Bihag, and finally Ustad Vilayat Khan, a much better recording quality, performing Rag Mishra Khamosh, followed by his live video recording, illustrating how their Gharana imitates human voice in sitar playing. Again, the rag is Bihag. Number 2. Who can explain the development of Gharana better than one of the exponents of Imadkhani Gharana? I have included a link of Pandit Arvind Parikh explaining the development of Imadkhani Gharana with illustrations. This video talks a lot about innovations and music of Ustad Vilayat Khan. Number 3 is the video of Ustad Vilayat Khan's younger brother, Ustad Imrat Khan, who I had the luck of spending a few days with. They stayed with us here in United States, and we talked a lot about music at that time. I wish I had recorded all those sessions. We didn't even have video camera. Anyhow, Ustad Ji here talks about his Gharana and sitar's brother or sister, whatever you want to call it, Surbahar, which he is expert at. Number 4, I have a recording of Ustad Irshad Khan performing again the vocal style Thumri on sitar, Kakaru Sajani Aaye Nabalam. Listen to the vibrato he's producing on sitar, which is his unique style. Number 5 is Ustad Vilayat Khan's son presenting a ghazal, Khamosh Lab Hai on sitar. Number 6, finally, I have one of the most popular sitar players of Imadkhani Gharana, who does not belong to the family, Pandit Budhaditya Mukherjee, playing Rag Jaijaivanti, which we will talk about in the episode after this. Friends, I hope that you enjoyed today's long episode on instrument sitar and sitar's most prestigious Gharana, Imadkhani Gharana. Next week, we will talk about Maihar Gharana that made North Indian music known to all over the world. We will also talk about a very beautiful rag, Manj Khamaj. If you like this episode, please give me a thumbs up, 2 of them, and leave a comment. I hope in the meantime you have a very good week ahead of you, and I will see you next week with a new Gharana and new rag of Khamosh. Enjoy the week. Bye.